You want to learn how to make your drums hit harder? You ever use a technique called parallel compression? I'm going to show you how to do it in Maschine. Let's go.
Can you turn that down, please?
What's up, everybody? It's your man, Deepy the producer, back at you with another Maschine tutorial. Man, I am so excited because I am back. I think I said it in the last video, man, but you never know how life, hits you or whatever, but I'm glad to be back, man. So, I want to talk about parallel compression. I've been getting a lot of people watching my last, well, not my last video, but my video on mixing the Maschine. I've been getting some good comments and some good feedback. I'm glad that I'm very detailed so I can show you guys how to do it. But I'm gonna show you how I get my drums to hit as hard as I do. First thing we're gonna do, if you have not tuned in to my video concerning mixing in Maschine, please go and check that video out. And also, bussing and effects. With those two videos watched, it's going to help you understand how I route it, what I'm going to route for parallel compression, and also it's just going to help you with just moving around the Maschine a little better, man. So make sure you check out those two videos before you check out this one. The link going to be up, in it, you'll see it. So there's a plugin that I like to put on all my tracks. It's called MV Meter. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull in the MV Meter on all my tracks. MV Meter allows me to see where my sound is hitting before or when it goes to the channel. So in order to get my sound to come in right and not be distorted, I put this on so I know where all of my sound is going. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put this on the group. All right, so now that I have this open, what I'm going to do, I'm going to solo the kick. And I'll let that. Right now, as you can see, I'm already over 11.3. So what I do is I subtract it to make it equal, or equal 0.2. So all I do is add, take away. So I'll hit minus 11.5, which should give me 11.2 once it hit 11.3 over here as well, minus 11.5. Now let's see where it hits. Alright, so now it went over. So when it triple hits, it goes over negative 0.3. So what I'll do, I'll add that to this. So that'll be 14.2. Negative 14.2. Negative 14.2. And let's check it out. Alright, so I'm over -1 now. Now I'll go ahead and take that out. 15.2. Negative 15.2. Negative 15.2. Now let's check it. So now it's hitting perfectly at 0. That's initially where I want it. So I'm going to do the same for all my rim shot. So I'm good there, and I'll just go through and do the rest. Now that I have everything mixed, what I'm going to do next is put a compressor on an empty sound within my effects group. So right now my effects group is my green group, group C. And as of right now, I don't have anything in my sounds. I labeled my first sound parallel compression. And what I'll do, I'll put a compressor on it. And matter of fact, I'm going to do the Native Instruments 76, VC76. All right, so I got my compressor in. Now, what I have to do is, I'm going to go to my group. I have to send a copy of my drum group to that compressor. And then from that compressor, I'll, mix in the sound. So I'll show you. I'm going to go in. I'm going to turn this down first. And right now, I'm going to send a copy of my drum group to my parallel compressor. Now I'm going to send it at 100%. And let me make sure it's at 100 by going here to channel and MIDI. I'm inside my drum group. I'm going to scroll over to aux. If I tap here, let me know it's going to parallel compression. And right here is my level that I'm sending to the parallel compressor. So what I'm going to do is dial it up to 0. Now I'm sending the full signal, copy of the signal to my compressor. I go to my group, go to my sound, there's my compressor. So just to make sure that it's hidden, if you look at the software, I'm going to go ahead and play it. As you see, my gain reduction needle is moving. So I am getting some gain reduction, and I'm putting it right around 4 to 1. But I'm going to go ahead and dial it up to 8 to 1. I wanted to compress pretty hard, and I wanted to slap. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring that sound up. I'm going to bring that group up so you'll be able to hear it. So let's compress it a little more. My compressor is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Now to hear the difference, I want to dial it in a little bit more. You heard those drums come in hard. So I'm going to shoot it right to 0. You hear the drums get louder. I'm going to fade it out, and you'll hear the drums fade out. The copy of the compressed signal fade out. So the reason that I do that is because if you look at my drum group sound, right, when it comes in, it's going to hit at like -6 or so. So as you see, it's hitting at around, or it's say -3. So it's hitting around -3. And what I don't want to do, I don't want to turn my drum volume up because it's going to distort my sound. So this is why we do parallel compression, because it allows us to bring in a copy of the drum sound compressed to where everything is hitting around the same. All the dynamics is hitting, all the quiet sounds are getting larger, all the bigger sounds are getting quieter, and we're at an even playing field with the drums. Now I can dial that in as I like to my liking to make my drums hit a little harder. So I'm going to dial it in. So there we go. That's it. That's pretty much it. I'm going to play it one more time, and I'm going to bypass it and then bring it back in just so you can hear the difference in what the compression brought to the table. I'm gonna play it bypass first, then I'm gonna activate it. Now you can see that my drums are not hit. I mean, my drums are not distorting. My effects with my parallel compression is actually giving it more, body. It's giving it a lot more hit, and then also my master track is not even hitting -6. I don't think. Well, it is. It's hitting -2, but it's not distorting. So now I'm looking pretty good. And then what I'll do at the end of a track, I'll add the limiter and I'll bring it in. It's gonna bring my sound even louder, and then I'll have a ceiling to where how loud I want my sound to hit. So now with that limiter, it brought my sound, or brought my song, my beat up a little more. Now it's hitting a little harder. I'm gonna bypass it so you can hear the difference. All right, that's it. Parallel compression brought to you by your man's DB on my machine, which I love. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. If y'all liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and still give me a thumbs up. It helps the channel. And also, man, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, man, because I'm gonna be pushing out a lot of machine videos. And also, I got a course in the works. That's it. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm out.